What the heck is a wing? It's a type of rigid structure that produces lift while moving through air and is a whole lot of fun to ride and fly with.
The greatest aspect of winging is that the board and wing are not connected to each other, so you can do the craziest tricks with it. I would like to share with you my advices to learn the first freeride tricks. Starting with the small board Pumpstart. Personally, I'm 80 kilo and I get my 55-liter board going in 6 to 7 knots. I mean, that sounds crazy, but of course there are a few secrets behind. First of all, a big foil. I'm talking about a front wing with more than 2100 square cm, just as my Honda 1100. And of course, a lot of bump effort. And when I'm talking about bump effort, it's not only with the wing, it's also with the legs. The main goal is to connecting both parts together and create like a momentum. So the wings actually create a lift, like in pump foiling, in pump surf foiling. So for that, I'm using, of course, the wing, which I'm turning like circles. In the meantime, my legs do the opposite. So my front leg is pulling up, my back leg is pushing down. If you got it right, you get the momentum and your board starts flying in pretty much no wind. Well, now we're flying, so the next step will be the jibe, or let's say turning and get the other way. What I realized, it's the easiest if you only focus on the wing. So you're not gonna plan to change your feet. I highly recommend you to train the hand swap on land or even on a wind skateboard. Because that's the basic of the wing jibe. You get your front hand a bit back, you overtake with your back hand, twist it, and bring the wing over your head on the other side. As I said before, it's easier to just keep your feet the same position, so you actually go switch stance or regular stance. The next step is the stance change. During the stance change, you have this short moment where you release the power of your board. This is a very critical moment because the board will actually have no more downwards pressure, so the foil is lifting it up and it gets very unstable. So doing the stance change, it's very important that you actually try to go from one strap to the other strap instantly without losing the pressure downwards. So make sure you go out of your back strap, move it forward, go out of the front strap and put it straight into the other strap again. The upwind tack. It's a very technical trick because it's hard to keep the speed turning upwind. So most important is you know exactly what to do with your wing above your head. So first of all, you bring it up into the neutral. And then it's very important that you turn the winglet from down above your head on the other side. The best technique is to do it with your underarm. You're pulling the underarm over to the other side. And then the movement with your hands needs to be very quick. So it's very good, and I recommend you to train it on land or on the wind skateboard so you know exactly where to turn your hands and how to twist it. Just as on the jibes, it's also much easier to do the tacks without the feet change. So stay all the way switch or regular stance and focus on your hands. Next trick up is the duck jibe. For me, it's the easiest and best way to turn. Of course, it needs a bit of practice how to turn the wing from one to the other side. But with the duck jibe, you're constantly having pressure and power in the wing, and it's pulling you downwind around through the rotation. So, especially in light winds, it's the best way to fly through your turns. So let go of your front hand and put it all the way in the back of the wing. and turn over to the other side. It's really not as hard as it looks, and plenty of fun to do it. And of course, you can start experimenting and do double, triple, or whatever spins with it. I really recommend you to get into duck jibing because it's simply the best way to turn. Downwind 360. Such a fun feeling. It makes you feel like a ballerina dancer on the water. And to be honest, it's simply just oversheeting the wing, getting it back, and turn around with your legs the board. Once you feel the backwind pressure, push your front hand through the wing and get it up again, and you have the power from the neutral wing and pull your sail around. The upwind 360 is a whole other story. I'm still struggling with this move because it's really hard to keep the speed going upwind. But give it a go and try to carve with your legs. A very cool feature of wing foiling is the surfing. You're actually able, like in no other sport, to put the wing neutral and having no power in it and ride the waves. So to get into this surf position, you let go of your backhand, you put it onto the leading edge center handle and keep riding with the wing downwind of you, flying, hovering next to your board. There are unlimited possibility to spin and flip your wing around. Take a look at my latest wing spins, wing spins, and I hope I can inspire you to try some crazy stuff with your wing. I hope you enjoyed my small tutorial, and as you can see, I was riding without the leash. It's maybe not the best idea, because if you lose your wing, you will not reach it anymore. But still, I like to ride without leash, because it's unlimited with the possibility, and I'm not getting tangled around, even if I'm riding clue first, like wing first, like wrong way. So I wish you a lot of pleasure on the water, and I'm hoping to cross you somewhere on a lake or the sea, sitting on your wingboard with a big smile on your face. I hope you liked my small tutorial, and keep riding and pushing hard on the water to bring this fantastic new water sport to new limits. Have a good one. Yep.